3, 2, 1.
Booyah.
And we're live. Ha ha. Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Auntie OG. The aunties is together
again. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's time to get funky. Okay, I quit.
I've been missing y'all. I am excited to be here.
Where are we?
Hold on, let's share. Hold on, we gotta pull it together.
There we are.
You got
Y'all know we gotta get it together. We the aunties. Now.
There we go.
We hiring for production.
All right, there we go. Hey guys. Hey guys, I'm so excited. Nika came to visit me. Can you guys believe it? The aunties are here. Nika came to visit me. That's the surprise that we are here in H-Town doing the show.
Live from the H.
Live.
It's rodeo time. The streets is crowded.
The streets is crowded, baby. It was traffic out of nowhere today. Then I forgot it was Monday. I'm on spring break, so I'm super, super happy about that.
We are too.
Oh, yeah, Nika on spring break too.
Yep.
So she decided to come down. We're going to go. So we really wanted to do this from the rodeo. That would have been so fun to do it from the rodeo.
Maybe next year.
Yeah. But we decided we're going to the rodeo tomorrow, and I'm really, really excited about that. So, because I just want to eat the rodeo food. Like, I want some fried cheesecake. I want some onion rings. I don't know why I'm so big on these onion rings. They just
what kind of onion rings are they?
They're just a tower.
I love onion rings.
Me too.
Okay, I'm about to say, don't say nothing crazy like they do.
Nah, they might be
like fried
some chocolate covered bacon up there. But I don't want to eat shit like that.
That is really good though.
I'm okay. I don't want to eat stuff like that. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, we going tomorrow. So Nika decided to come down. So we decided to do this episode together.
Twin. Where have you been? Hey y'all.
Yeah, so I'm super pumped up. Today topic is boundaries. I hope y'all saw the flyer. Oh, look, before we get started, we talked about this yesterday. Me and Nika got a YouTube page. Me and Nika got Instagram. You
can go watch Auntie OGs. Now we only go live on Facebook now,
but we upload the videos.
See all our videos on YouTube.
Yeah,
and we need to add them to Instagram. But you can see the flyers. Just follow us, okay?
Yeah, follow us. We trying to get our weight up over there.
Yeah,
and our weight up over there on YouTube. So if you missed it here on Facebook Live, you can always go to YouTube and rewatch the episode.
And YouTube pay.
Yeah,
like Facebook. So subscribe, and even if you watch the video live when we did it, go back and watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, okay? Go back and watch it because it's always some good shit.
It is.
So we wanted to get that out the way because me and Nika was like, we don't never
had it for like 2 or 3 weeks. And we keep forgetting to mention it.
And we be like, we got to talk about
our social media. Yeah, well, I'll create something we can put out to you know,
so you guys can see it for sure. Yeah. So tonight's episode is about boundaries. It was so funny. We was going another direction.
Yeah.
And then I saw a clip on TikTok and it just made me switch.
It touched your soul.
Oh my God. And I sent it to Nika like, Nika, this is what we need to talk about. But the clip, I wish we're going to learn how to share the clip because we wish you guys could see it. But the clip was basically a young lady talking about setting boundaries, even with your family. And she was like, you know, it's a lot of guilt that come with setting boundaries that's associated with setting boundaries because they be like, well, you know, that's your brother, or, you know, family got to look out for family. Or
well, I know for me, like it's new. It's not new, like current, but in the last few years, like I would say when I turned about 30. I started learning to kind of set boundaries with pretty much everybody, but it does come with a natural guilt. As I know for me, because I want to say I probably for a long time was a people pleaser. Like I just wanted everybody to be okay, and I just want everybody to be happy, and I just want everybody to get along, and that's just not reality. Yeah. And I just wanted everything that I did to be right in other people's eyes. I didn't want people to have conflict with me or Now, I have always been told that I'm confrontational, but not, and I think when people hear this word, they take it the wrong way. I'm just the type of person, again, I want everybody to get along. I want everybody to feel good. So if I ever sense, and I've been like this since I was a kid, if I sense weird energy or I feel like something is off, I'm gonna approach. I'm like, hey, like, did I do something to you? Or is it something? I want to know what the problem is.
Yeah.
And sometimes that can come off like offensive to the other party, because it's like, what? Like, because if they do got a problem, now it's like, what is beef? And it's like, no, I just want to talk. Like, let's figure this thing out. But now that I'm older, it's like, you don't got to address everything. You read the energy, you read the room. If it is what it is, then it is what it is. But yeah, setting boundaries, it was hard. It still is hard, though. It's not easy.
And so setting boundaries really is another form of self-love. Like, and I think because we have been so conditioned, like growing up, how, like I said, if that's your family, you got to look out for family. And then you find yourself doing things out of duty and not love. And when you do it out of duty, that causes you to resent. That builds resentment. Because you're not doing it from a pure place. You're doing it because you feel like you have to.
Yeah.
And that's the worst thing
you see online. And they're like, I'm not a person that, like, if my kid don't want to hug you, they don't have to hug you. Like, I mean,
I'm not
I guess that's a sign, like early stages of setting boundaries.
Absolutely.
Like teaching your kids how to set boundaries. Absolutely. But yeah, that's a super uncomfortable.
Yeah. So same.
Our generation could never walk into a room and, like, if that certain uncle or auntie or like, and they just give off a vibe and you don't really mess with them, and so you're not gonna hug them or speak. Or, out of respect, I say speak. Hey, how you doing? Keep it moving. But if I don't want to hug them,
rude.
If I don't want to hug the whole room, I'm not gonna hug the whole room.
Yeah, so I think it's just like a condition thing. Is how you grow up, because you watch your parents not set boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Then we think that we're supposed to do certain things. We're supposed to allow certain things because they are family, or because
it's your job.
It's your job to do it, or
like it's actual job, like not having no boundaries with your job, and it's okay. But I think everybody be in this big fear of, like, you're gonna be wrote up, or the boss is gonna start not liking me, or.
But it all stemmed from something like growing up. I just feel like that. So, like in the last few years, that's one thing. Like, and being an educator, I teach my students how to set boundaries. So, if somebody do something to them, because I got tired of the motherfucking tattle. That tattle telling drove me wild. Yeah. So
that was probably one of the first lectures I gave, and it was literally like a 3rd or 4th grade class.
Yeah, my 3rd year teaching, I taught kindergarten, and it was irritating me, and I was stressed out one day, and this girl came up to me and was like, "Miss Williams, this kid hit me," and I said, "Well, what do you want me to do?" And she looked at me, and I looked at her, and I was like, "What?" I said, "Oh, you think I'm a grown up and I got the answers?" I said, "Right now, my light bill due, and I got half the money. I cannot focus on this."
You didn't go tell this
I told that girl all of that. She was looking at me like, "What the fuck?
What that got to do with me?"
I said, "Listen,
she probably never
had whoever the kid was, I said, that kid didn't hit me.
Yeah.
He hit you. And if you don't like what somebody doing to you, you better say something about it.
Yeah.
You got a mouth, learn to use it." And after that, in my classroom, I created the problem solvers corner. That shit was so effective. Kids would be tapping each other. "I need to talk to you."
Yeah.
And the problem solvers.
Oh, that's like I did peer mediator at school, and it was like that. Like, people have conflict, and we wear our little crossing guard belts and stuff like that too. But when they had a little beef, like, we would have to, like, see, I never knew that. And I have to sit in there and, like, ask questions and everything. Like, so why do you think you're upset with this person? And why do you think they don't like you? And how can we fix this? And maybe that's why we like that now. Problem. Try to, like, resolve and just want everybody to be okay. Like,
but now I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you like me, if you don't. I don't give a fuck if I tell you no and you feel away.
I'm learning now. I think my current is learning to set boundaries with my kids.
Yeah. The last episode, we talked about that. We was talking about anxiety. and you said you talk to them. I said, that's
I
awesome.
have to explain it because if not, they'll think I'm just wild and crazy. Like 1 minute she cool and the next minute, but it's like even with them though, because they are so like love.
Because kids are wired to get their needs met.
Guilt. I used to have a guilt like to say no to them.
Yeah.
And it's like in my mind, because they're such good kids, like I know how I grew up and I know kids that grew up with me. And we was bad as hell.
Yeah.
And so it's like, yeah, they had a little typical little stuff like minor, you know? So in my mind, like, why not?
Yeah.
But then I started to feel like it's too much for me. And then it's not reality for them. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm learning boundaries with the kids. Like, you know, what's okay? When is it okay? It's okay to say no, you know?
Yeah.
It's okay to let them know that I need a minute. It's okay to let them know, hey, this weekend belongs to me. I'm so sorry. You know,
it's okay to let anybody know that.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, because we focus on titles so much, we do not set appropriate boundaries. We don't set appropriate boundaries with our siblings. We don't set appropriate boundaries with our parents. We feel like people can just run rockshot in your life because you think that you're supposed to, or because the person has this title. Nika told me this some years ago. We was on the phone having a powwow. Probably so. When you told me it don't matter about the title,
it don't.
Nika, when Nika told me that she set me free, she said, Nene, it does not matter what title a person has.
No.
And I was like,
in your life, and that means like, and it when you break it down, it get real.
Yes.
Because it don't matter what the title is, your mother, your father, your siblings, your aunties, your uncles, the pastor,
the manager.
Because at the end of the day, we're all human.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, it's the heart. And if you're not a good person, you're not a good person. It doesn't matter that you're my mom. It doesn't matter. Now, my mom is a good person, but I just want to put that out there.
Shout out Auntie Deborah.
But you just have to know that it's okay to not deal with a person, even if you love them.
Yeah.
And it's just because they are who they are, they have that title in your life, don't mean that you have to allow
because you know what a
certain
person
behavior
will do?
From them.
A person will use that title in your life,
to
suck your fucking energy
dry.
Dry.
Because they're
not gonna give a fuck.
Yeah,
they not gonna give a fuck.
Wives, like and you just gotta know. You got to set boundaries.
Yeah, this one thing I learned for sure in these last couple years because I tell even the kid, like I tell, if I don't like something, I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
If I feel away, I'm going to say it. Whatever I need to say, I'm going to say it. And I feel so, it's like liberating.
And I'm not about
you move from fear to liberation because you like, I love myself too much to allow myself to be miserable to make you comfortable.
And I'm not about to be uncomfortable to make you comfortable.
Absolutely.
Like that's crazy.
I love myself too much.
So I'm going to sit here and know how like the way a person talks to me makes me feel. Yeah. And I'm not going to address how you talk to me because I don't want to make you uncomfortable. But I'm going to sit here and I'm going to be uncomfortable.
I'm going to read some of the comments. Thank you, Linda. Linda said, this is the energy we needed, y'all on the same couch. Real shit.
Look, let me share some stuff. Y'all, I'm usually be moderating on my end. So,
entitlement is crazy. Oh my goodness. Entitlement is that part. Crazy these days.
It's that part.
Yes, that's true. I read Set Boundaries, Find Peace last year, and it changed my life. Thank you, Brittany, for that book. Set Boundaries, Find Peace. Because you do, like, I'm telling you, like, y'all, let me tell you something. I be setting boundaries like a month. If I don't like something, if I don't want to be around people, I'm going to say, look, just the other night, look, let me tell you how God changed me. I'm about to tell about what happened at the rock.
They changed both of us, but when she told me about this, I was like, nobody but God.
Yeah.
Because I was supposed to be here the weekend. I was supposed to be here.
So I went, right. So this is some true boundary setting right here. Okay.
Yeah.
2 things have happened in these last couple of weeks where I had to really like just check somebody, like just not like a cuts out check, but like I just had to check some people. But this
I
happened
say you
just
made
this
them
Saturday.
aware, but you was able to check yourself.
I checked myself.
Yeah.
This Saturday, I was going to a party or whatever. Shout out Candy and Dogs and Dukes. Love Dogs and Dukes. If you here in Houston, it's the real big trail ride culture, real big cowgirl, cowboy shit. I love that shit. It's so cool. I like going on trail rides. It's really fun. So if you ever out here and something going on and it's a trail ride, I will fucking take you. The Cowboys be out there too for all my single young ladies. But anyway, so I'm driving in. This shit is packed. The Dogs and Dukes are a really, really great group out here in Houston. They had their first annual dance. That shit was amazing. I'm telling you, like, Bennigan's 06, 07 type era. No motherfucking parking.
You
no.
left that out in the story.
I didn't leave that out.
Now she gonna hype y'all up in the podcast. She did not tell me that parking lot was like
Bitch,
Bennigan's
that parking
05,
lot
06.
was
But she did tell. Well, you know what? I should have known when you said. Okay, when you tell the story, I should have known based off the story.
Yeah.
I
So
should have known
look,
based
I
off the
pull
story.
in that hole. It's no parking, but I see somebody coming out. I'm like, bet. I found the park as soon as I pulled in that hole. So I see these two ladies walking over to the park. So look, I be seeing that stuff on TikTok where people be standing in parks. I said, oh shit, I'm finna be a TikTok video because I'm not moving.
I'm in the park.
I'm not moving.
Right.
Like, I have to set my boundary. I'm like, I'm not moving. So these girls, I said, I stopped. I paused. I said, I rolled my window down. I said, what's going on? They said, oh, we holding this spot. I said, well, no, we can't do that. Yes, we can. I said, no, we can't, because I'm right here. She'll be here in a minute. I said, well, I'm right here right now. The girl, so it was an older lady and a younger girl. The younger girl was talking shit.
Y'all
so
know how the young girls do.
If you know me, I'm not very confrontational. I don't start no fights, but I'm gonna finish them hoes for sure. If you know me, I don't start no fights.
Copacetic.
I be chilling.
Everything.
But if you fuck with me, I'm a motherfucking take it way too far.
Beyond.
Cause I don't fuck with people.
Beyond.
But look, y'all, my energy was so calm. I said, listen, I'm not here to argue with you because I got too much to lose. Why the girls say, I ain't got nothing to lose? I said, now that's a shame. You ain't got nothing to lose, nothing to live for around this motherfucker. I couldn't believe it. But it was my energy in that time, but I stood my ground, and guess what? I parked. And I'm like, even with that, like, I'm really learning to set boundaries.
Now,
you
done just taught me something.
Go.
A self-boundary. Because I was thinking about every other category of like setting boundaries with family members, jobs, spouses. Yeah. For yourself, because you know you.
I know me.
That part.
And look, the crazy part.
That could have got really crazy.
Exactly. I could have hit her. I could have just ran over.
Yes.
Look, the crazy part is this. The whole time, I'm being calm. I'm not going off. I'm not even using cuss words. I told the girl, she started talking, I got a Jeep, my shit lifted, I got big tires. So the bitch gonna say, these stupid ass big tires. I said, oh, you want you a Jeep? Get you one. Get you one. But it made me sad for her, and it made me happy for myself because the whole time, all this going on, guess what song playing? Boosie. They say that I'm crazy. And
you know Boosie anything. Boosie anything.
Listen. And look, I was the least bit of crazy. I just I set a boundary for myself. I didn't even realize it like that, Nika. That's crazy.
Because you said you was like I could just easily, I know I could go there. Like I know I could go
take it though.
But you wouldn't allow it.
Hell no, I got too much to lose.
Same way you ain't finna allow me to talk to you any kind of way. Exactly. Same way you're not gonna allow
Exactly, man, and that's beautiful because I love myself too much to allow myself to let somebody trick me out of my position.
Yeah, because what about when you said I got too much to lose.
And that bitch said she ain't had nothing
I ain't got nothing to lose.
And I told that bitch, I said, that's a shame. If you ain't got shit that you out here fighting for, striving for, all I could think about is that moment was shit. I got a podcast Monday. I got a house. I got a car. I got a job. I got a job on the side.
Sit there at your big age and say you ain't got nothing to lose.
That's wild shit.
That's pretty sad.
Yeah, but it made me feel good about myself because I'm at a place in life. My ego is not. And then this was crazy. The older lady walked up to me because once she seen who I was with, the older lady walked up to me and she apologized.
Yeah.
And this bitch told me I was professional. She said, you handled that very professional.
What you say? Now I know I did a job well done. But ma'am, professional? That would have made me uber proud. Like,
I said,
not professional.
Thank you.
Thank you. You know, I've come a long way. Yeah, but that's why
Right.
you gotta set the self boundaries.
You know, eventually get some damn stupid.
Boundaries for other people.
Absolutely, you gotta set those same boundaries for yourself. Because something else happened. I was about to click out at school, but before I clicked out, I just put my hand up. I was like, nah, let me get out of here because I'm gonna cut your bitch ass out.
Yeah.
And I know that about myself. So before I take it there with you, I'ma just excuse myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
and just like most things though, when you start having this whole self-awareness and self-love, putting yourself first, the moments, if it's not the right people, or I ain't gonna say right people, if the people in your life are not there maturely yet, you setting boundaries is automatically gonna become offensive to them. It's gonna create unnecessary drama, I guess, with them.
Yeah.
And you probably find yourself at a place where you're gonna have to cut them off for a minute and stand on business. Yeah. And when they see like, damn, like Nika really, that wasn't even just a thing with me. Like she really just, you just ain't gonna talk to her any kind of way.
No.
Like, and with growth and maturity, because I had a similar situation like this, and with growth and maturity and understanding, it's like, if we're gonna be friends, if we're gonna be family, and we're gonna communicate often and love on each other, we have to be able to know how to talk to each other.
Yeah.
You got to know when it's a good time for this and not a good time for that. You know, you got to be willing to let yourself die down and be aware of other people's feelings. Like if I come to you and I tell you, like, it don't make me feel comfortable when you speak to me like that. And you like, well,
that's fine. I'm just not gonna be fucking with you no more. Like that's how I feel. Like I can't make, and that's the thing with boundaries. Like you can't make people respect your boundaries.
And they are
I can only respect my boundaries.
Yeah,
they exactly.
They really
perfect.
For me.
They for me. It's not even about. So I can't make you respect my. But what I can do is remove myself from the situation.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like so, like a boundary for me. I watch how this one thing I do for sure now. You know how people like. They might love you, but I watch how people treat other motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, if you can treat another motherfucker like that.
Yeah. At any given moment.
You can treat, that could be me.
And even if it can't be me, it's like, I'm not a person like, oh, they know not to do me like that.
No, hell no.
Forget that. Yeah, you know not to do me like that. But why are you doing them like that? And sometimes most times, they're able to project that type of energy on other people because other people don't have boundaries.
It's true.
And that's what it is.
And
that's how they really want to be, but they respect you.
Yeah.
And they know you ain't finna go for that.
Yeah.
So they're not even gonna treat you that way.
Absolutely.
But everybody else around them or other people around them that may not have boundaries or may not speak up for themselves, heck yeah. They
can fuck them up.
Yeah, they're gonna make them feel any old kind of way.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm just at a really good place in my life where I'm my number one priority. And if I'm not my number one priority, then I can't go out and be anything else for anybody else. Like we gotta learn to become like like I said before, I'm gonna have the longest relationship with myself.
Yeah.
So if I'm not okay with myself, who I am, what I allow, what I don't allow, then I can't go out and be anything else.
It's almost like if you're not aware of yourself, then you almost, and I don't want to say toxic because that's so extreme, but you really not no good for anybody else.
No, you're not. You can't be. And then it projects. Like I always tell people, you know somebody by the fruit that they produce. Like
that.
When motherfuckers,
that's good.
Dog, when people, so I'm watching, I'm looking, you know what I'm saying? Because my energy, time, and space is so sacred to me.
Mm-hmm.
I protect that shit at all costs.
Yeah, you
at all costs. So I don't just have anybody around me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't just have any energy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, because people will look at me like, oh,
or
she
just
cool,
indulge in like in activities because you don't want to make a person feel bad.
I don't do that.
Or they're gonna be upset if you don't show up.
Yeah,
or like
if it's something I don't want to do,
yourself.
I'm not gonna do it, and I don't have a problem with saying I'm not gonna do it. And it's not me making you feel away.
Yeah,
it's just
we gotta get out of our feelings sometimes though, because you gotta ask yourself that. Because I've known people that like, you know, when you can make it to stuff, and I think I said this before. You know, when somebody invites you somewhere, it's an invite. Yeah, that means I can say yes
or no,
or I can say no.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think that everybody should start becoming okay with the idea that the people that you would love to have there, I love that you thought of me, but just because it's a good time for you may not mean it's a good time for me. Yeah. Meaning, like, maybe I'm not in a good headspace. Maybe I'm going through something. Mm-hmm. Maybe my finances aren't there. And instead of you being understanding and me being an adult and having that decision, setting that boundary, mm-hmm. you upset with me now. You don't want to invite me nowhere else, and that's fine. Yeah. But at the end of the day, like, give people grace. Because if I'm not in a good place, do you really want me at your birthday dinner?
Absolutely. That energy gonna be fun.
For all your other friends to be like, well, what's wrong with her?
Yeah.
Or why is she looking like that? And they're making it about them, or they making it about you. And baby, I'm not even here. I'm just mm-hmm. here. But I'm not here, like, mentally. I'm not present in the situation, you know. So give people grace when they learning themselves and they learning to set boundaries and different things like that. Because you never know what a person is going through.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's go to some comments. Let's see.
Linda said, I need to hear this story. What Linda said, Nene makes her own
I do not
all
make
the
my
time. Tell me about the time where the brand spot said no slides. Oh, see?
I didn't have no slides.
Now you done disrespected the business boundaries. Come
I
on,
didn't disrespect the business boundaries.
I had put the slides in your seat because you weren't finna mess up the look of your outfit.
I wasn't gonna mess up the look of my outfit. Linda, that don't have nothing to do with. They invaded my boundaries because I was cute and I had my fur mules on. They probably cost more than what that man had on at the door. And he told me they was fur on them and I couldn't wear them. And my outfit called for them shoes. And all I had was some. I ain't about to talk about this, Linda.
She said you always making your own rules. What Shalika say? People are afraid if they set boundaries, they will be rejected. Yes. Yeah. Where did I just see that at? Is the thing. Rejection equals protection. I feel like I just saw that today.
Rejection is protection.
And it definitely is. I just saw that somewhere today.
Yeah, that's the thing. And that's something else we got to work on. We didn't been getting told no all our life. That's all rejection is, just a no.
It is.
But that have to do with your self-esteem and self-confidence. But this is another thing. Before we got on here, me and Nika always had the good what is that?
It is. When people set boundaries, you'll be surprised how many people leave your life. It's a detox for the soul. It is. Because I feel like if you love me mm-hmm. and you respect me, right. Like if you tell me like, Nika, well, I don't like when you did and I love you and I care about you. There's no way I'm gonna be.
But that's because we in that space together. You know what I'm saying? We both in that.
And that be the sad part. Because you find out that some of the people you think you just so close to,
and you gonna move forward
and got
with
these
them.
relationships, or they got this title in your life, and you cannot move forward with them.
Yeah, and that's okay. And it's not no beef.
They're not in that space yet,
right? And it's not no beef.
Yeah,
it's not no, and that be the thing. Yeah, like, I'm not. In these last few years, I've had to like let go of friends, let go of family, and that don't mean I love them any less. I just can't move forward with them. You know what I mean? Like. And it's no beef. It's just like I need to get to my highest point. And if God say you need to release this person in order to move to the next level, love you to death.
Well, Shannon said yes, it is, and it's okay. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, and it ain't no beef when I see you. I'm gonna say what's up. I still love you. But I can't. I just can't allow you
for real because it's really for your safety.
Yeah,
because if I snap off and I become unhinged because I've allowed you to overstep your boundaries with me, you may get something that ain't even really for you. Like we grown now, so
and a lot of times this is the thing we be holding on to certain things, certain people. and God be saying, let it go. And it's the thing, y'all, comment. Have you ever helped somebody and you start struggling harder than them? And you know why? Because whatever they was going through was meant for. Karma is a teacher. Karma ain't negative. It ain't bad. Karma is a teacher. Yeah. It teaches you. When people receive karma, and we all have, it is to teach you a lesson. That's what it is. That's what karma is. So sometimes we invade other people's karma. Yeah. And when we do that, we suffer because we taken away from the lessons that they were supposed to be learning.
Yeah, because we ain't really trying to teach them a lesson. We just trying to be spiteful.
So we can be
we just want our lick back.
No, it's not even that. When we helping them, I'm saying.
Oh, you're saying helping, yeah.
Yes, when we helping them, it's because your heart too big. Yeah. You don't want to see them struggle. You don't want to see them like this. But that's not our job.
Back to remember, I don't even know what episode that was when we talked about this, but we have kind of brought up boundaries. And I was talking about, I watched that Dr. Oz and Kiki. And he was telling her that you have to be careful and have boundaries in what you allow, like basically when helping people, or what you allow them to feed into your energy. Like if I'm having a bad day or I'm going through a circumstance that's heavy on my life, and because you my best friend and I call you with it, now it's almost like it's your issue. Like you walking around here like heavy, like it's like
shout out Candy. That's like Candy
you gotta pray about it.
You gotta ask people like, can I talk to you about this? Do you have the capacity to handle me emotionally?
Because I don't even know what you're going through.
Exactly.
And then though, but have the ability, because even if I say, okay, lay it on me.
Yeah.
But do I have the ability? Okay, say it's about your job.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use that. That's fair. And your boss, they'd pissed you off. Or another teacher in the building, they disrespect you to the utmost. I'm ready to come to Houston. I should not be ready to come to Houston.
Exactly.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Or even like Saturday. Shout out Candy.
I should not be ready. I
Shout
have
out
to be
Candy.
like, okay, well then look, this is how you're gonna have to deal with that. And then once we talk about it, I have to let it go. I can't be like,
hold on to my
I know my friend hurt, and I know if she was if I was there, like for real. But you know that is naturally how it be when you love
but just
people.
like Saturday, y'all. So when all this happened, this was just Saturday when the stuff happened with the parking. I called Candy. Candy like Nika. If I call, I don't even want them arrested. But Candy is unhinged, y'all. Love you, Candy.
This shocked me too. We're gonna have to talk about this off the thing.
Candy not gonna play, but see, I'm the same way. But I can kind of hone mine in a little bit. I'm so glad Candy did not find me in that parking lot, because she would have made me get out my truck if she would have hit that girl. I know my friend, and I wasn't even trying to take it there because we got too much to lose. So I would have been begging.
My mouth definitely would.
Like, please, Candy, no. So yeah, that's important to have friends that's gonna keep you balanced
and help. Candy would have been like, get out, get on out. Candy would have pulled up and hit their ass. Okay,
Candy would have hit that. Candy is never mind, but she's
one of them ones. We got to talk because I said, Candy, what? But yeah, I don't blame it though, especially when you know your friend though too.
Right.
Like I know how it can get real serious out here. Yeah. And I see you changing.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
you gonna protect that at all
times. It is hard not to.
And that's important to have friends. I love friends like that that see the change in you, that see your growth.
Yeah.
And they gonna protect that at all costs. Like and vice versa. We gonna protect it. What?
Shannon said, Nika, to be honest, when we stopped talking, it was not the best feeling because we were close, but it was necessary for our own peace and growth. And now look at us back, and they're like, swimwear, baby. Yeah. It doesn't always have to be a permanent thing. Sometimes it's temporary, and that's okay because it's all love. Yes, baby, and I never stop loving you. You know I love you to death.
Absolutely.
My boo.
Yeah, and see, that's just the growth. That's the beauty of maturity. You got to set those boundaries, put those boundaries in place, do the growing you need. I
really love my friends. I just have to have that moment because I really have really great friends.
Absolutely.
Really,
and that's beautiful. Lifelong friends too. Like friends like that been
But
down.
The reason we all can be at this level in our friendships is because we are able to be totally transparent with each other. without, you know, and we human.
No
so maybe in the
animosity.
moment we probably do get in our feelings sometimes.
Yeah, we get mad.
But it's like it's a person you love. So it's like, okay, at some point I gotta check myself. Or I have to reflect, you know, on me and different things like that. And if you love a person enough, then you willing to kind of check yourself so that you can make it better for the both of y'all, especially if they willing to work on their part too. Like she said, me and Shannon probably didn't talk for some years, and whatever, you know, she had to work on herself. I had to work on myself. But baby, let me tell y'all something. We wasn't talking, but y'all better not have been talking about her, or y'all, because I still loved her that much. Right. We just was going through a thing. You know what I'm saying? But that still was my homegirl at the end of the day.
And that's the beauty of it. Like, it don't be beef. Like, I don't know.
Not like that.
These 30s hit different.
They do.
G. Like, I don't know. It's like, I want to be the best version of myself. I strive for it.
I don't really want to be a part of nobody's life if I'm not making it better.
Absolutely. And vice versa.
Yeah. And I don't want nobody in my life if they
vice versa.
Better.
Like, I just want to grow. Not saying like, oh, I'm just going to be like, oh, get the fuck away like that.
Yeah.
But it's just like, it's seriously, I don't like my growth. Like, just from, even in that moment, it was like I was watching myself outside of myself. Like, wow, I'm a different person.
I know, because when I came and you was telling me, you was so happy to tell me, like, you're not going to do this. Like, I can tell you was super proud of yourself.
I was so proud because.
And you should be.
Yeah, because that feel good. Like, and now, like, that's the epiphany. Like, it's the self-boundary. I'm setting straight boundaries for myself. And that feels so good. Like, even when it be funny, like, even when I'm out, because I'm finding a motherfucker, so people be they be on my body, like the kids be saying. But it be so funny. Like, I'm not finna let you. I don't let me talk to me any type of way. Like, it's not about. I told my friend the other day.
We might have started that early.
Yeah, I always been
like,
hey, motherfuckers.
You know, like, I'm trying to like a guy, those sounds, like guy calls, like all of that, like never.
All that. Yeah. But I don't know. I just feel good about where I am in life and the boundaries I have set up for myself. Even with my family, like. And that be the hard part, to do it with family, because it is associated with some guilt. When you have to set boundaries with your family, it's associated with
especially
guilt.
When your family is close knit. Like, and you gotta, like, you don't gotta be around it, but you want to be around it. We just got our differences. And you know, at some point y'all still gotta be in the same room. I think that's what mine hit. Like in my 30s, like just being, y'all know how it be, like just being grown, like, and I don't know if y'all can relate to this, and I'm gonna try to say it without saying too much, but you know how when you get grown and it's like all the other adults in your family don't really still realize that you're grown. And so they still like feel like not to say what they say don't matter, because you appreciate their opinions and you look forward to their wisdom, but at the same time, you do know I'm grown, right? So, but in their mind, this is not just an opinion. No, this is what you should do.
Yeah, right.
And if you don't do it, then shame on you.
Right.
Versus it being like, now, if we had that conversation, it's like, well, girl, you know, we grown. And at the end of the day, you know, I'm going to be there for you. But that's your choice is your choice.
Yeah.
But versus like back then, I know I was still like in my 20s, where it just still seemed like, no, you take this advice. This is what you're going to do. And if you don't do it, then shame on you.
Yeah.
And it was almost like a punishment.
Yeah, and it'd be crazy because this one thing about that, I'll be watching the motherfuckers, I'll be like, y'all shit kind of fucked up.
Baby, do not listen. Every grown person that was grown before me, meaning like when I was a kid and they were like an older cousin or an older auntie or uncle, a mama or a daddy, I feel like when I hit a certain level of maturity in my adult life, not when I became an adult, not when I was like 21, when they knew like, oh, Nika grown. You know what I'm saying? Like when they accepted and they knew that, I feel like I relearned everybody. Like everybody was different than what I knew them to be growing up as a child. Yeah. Do y'all comment if y'all understand that? If y'all feel like y'all like everybody,
you took the blinders off,
reintroduce themselves as adults.
You took the blinders off of those people because as a kid, you really just looking at them at a place of authority. But when we grown, we friends now. Right. So I can make a choice on whether I want to be around you, be your friend. That's what it is. Because as a kid, that's like you almost have to.
Yeah.
But
that's
as a grown up,
part come from
because you have choices you can make.
Yeah.
As a grown up.
Yeah.
So as a grown up, you get to say.
It just be like for me,
right.
It'd be the people that like when you was kid, like, and they was just like really like strict or really just like, you know, y'all got them family members like, oh, this certain people are certain ways. And then you get grown and you be like, what? Like, because I guess when you're a kid, you don't realize like everybody really is human. Like, you know, they're not perfect. They look type deal. Or they not as perfect
and as
they
you grow,
act
because
type,
I think it's because you had your own experiences too.
Yeah.
And so that kind of helped you like, I don't know. It's weird. Family boundaries, I think, was the hardest boundaries for me to set.
Me too.
I think it helped like me and my brother, everybody know Ronnie, me and Ronnie, but we live together. I had to move out from him to learn how to set boundaries for myself. You know what I'm saying? Because like just living in it wasn't like horrible or bad or nothing like that. But I just knew I needed to separate myself so that I can grow and so that he can grow. We was not gonna grow like, and I know how they say
so that y'all could kind of become more strong, like independently.
Exactly. That's what needed to happen. Like he needed to do his thing, and I needed to do mine. And I knew that. I knew that for myself. We stayed together for like 5 years. I think that became almost a crutch for me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I had to.
Probably for both of y'all.
Yeah. Yeah. And I had to learn how to stand on my. It wasn't like before he got here, I was doing everything by myself. But it's so much. And how I am, because I'm spoiled low key. Like my daddy spoiled me. My brother spoiled me. I had Ronnie over here yesterday for Sunday dinner. I said, hey, I need a shelf.
Why you here?
And you think he ain't go out there and hang that shelf for me? Like, that's how it is. But I needed to learn how to, like, something happened with my car. I called them. I need to learn how to set that boundary and be like, okay, I need to learn how to do these types of things myself. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. We wasn't going to grow together. Yeah. That's exactly. The growth was stunted because we wasn't gonna grow together. Yeah, I had to do my own growing because I had become so, and like it got to the point where like certain stuff he would just do it. You know what I'm saying? And it was like I gotta figure this out. I need to have the confidence in myself. Yeah, to do it, and vice versa. Like even me keeping dude, like he ain't even have to ask me to watch his son. Dude, shit, my son, I watch him. He with me. This nigga over here right now. That part. Yep. Yeah, because that's how it is. But I think I needed to set that boundary for myself. And I'm glad I did, because in that moment, I started learning about solitude. I started learning the importance of doing nothing. I did not know, like in life, and it's so funny when I talk to people about this, Nika, it tripped me out because people be like, I feel guilty when I'm sitting on my couch. What the fuck?
No, I'm not even gonna act like I'm confused about that, because again, that's another thing with me that I am getting more comfortable with about myself.
Not like, doing nothing.
No, and then we not doing nothing, like, but we only feel like that because of how we were raised.
We feel like we supposed to always be doing something. Always
if you're sitting on a couch, you lazy.
Yep. Right. So last summer, which we talked about this in Money Shame,
me and KK had a situation. Yeah. Well, I don't know. And we probably, I guess, individually set our like boundaries, but it was one of those things. And y'all got to know, like, KK is that cousin for me. Like, since we was kids, like that's my cousin. Like, I know all y'all related, but that's my motherfucking cousin. Like, we argue. We literally used to fight, like throw down. So Nika is the cool cousin, but y'all already know what kind of hands KK got. So to even understand that I was fighting KK growing up, this why I be cool. Okay, back to this. But it's just like one of them things, we used to have it out in the worst way just because we was young and immature, even like 10 years and everything. But we got into it like as adults, maybe a few years ago, and it was a quick little boom, boom, boom. We said what we had to say, but even in that, we stopped talking for some months. It might have been like a year, but it was so much growth in it because it was one of them things like, well, right now, you're not gonna be talking to me like that, and you ain't gonna be talking to me like that. And, okay, well, bitch, hang up the phone. Okay, bitch, well, hang up the phone. And we hung up, but it didn't go like, no antagonizing and attacking each other. It just was what it was. And then, just like every other situation, you go through what you go through and you grow.
And you come back.
And when you come back, you come back. And I can honestly say, although that wasn't a real bad, we done had worse arguments. I can't even say that we would have that type of debate again. I can't. It would probably be like, okay, well, girl, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's the growth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know.
We definitely did.
Yeah, but I don't know. I learned, like, I had to sit on, and that's couch. What that conversation was supposed to be. We were supposed to be able to see each other and hear each other's most important, like about how we understand. Yeah, but in the environment and how it was going, it wasn't. Yeah. So it's like, you know what? It's not healthy and I think we might have said something like that, like, well, we ain't even finna get nowhere because I'm pissed off, like I said, and it was just like, okay, well, whatever. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I love you too, baby. Yep. But but I just think, I don't know, boundaries is one of my favorite things to do now, even though, and it's not gonna be easy. Like, I still feel guilt when I have to set certain boundaries. I still feel, especially it be the family, sometimes friends too, for sure, especially when you've been friends for a long time. Yeah, and it's like, okay, you trying to get to a place and you talking to this motherfucker and they still talking like we in high school.
Man, like, I can't even relate.
What are we talking about?
I'm from Mars and you're from Venus right now. Yeah. We on two different planets.
And you be trying like, I be trying to you be trying to maintain a relationship, but it's just negative. It gets to a point where you just be like, okay, I can't.
Or like every time you're trying to help because you kind of want to change the way they thinking. And you choose to pull out the good in everything they tell you. Exactly. And they like, but then they on top of that, it's like they want you. It's because they want you to be upset with them. Yeah. They want you to.
And you can't.
And I'm the type of person, I want you to keep it real with me. But I don't, if I called you going off 1,000 miles per minute about somebody, when I get off the phone with you, I want to feel better. I want to have had some type of self-reflection. I want to have learned something about myself from the conversation. Like, even if I call going off, and even if the person was wrong, my friends, the type of friends will be like, no, but you was dead wrong. Yeah. Like, and I want that. Like, don't let me just be out here wild willy-nilly.
Me and Candy just talked about that, G. I said, tell me, like, don't let me be down bad out here.
Listen, if you see we can go out and you can hype me on the outfit and we
you
can
better
go to the
tell me when I'm fucked up.
Tell me when I'm wrong.
Please tell me when I'm fucked up. Because I'm going to tell you, and I promise you, it's never coming from a place of malice. Yeah. It's always love.
Yeah.
Excuse me, y'all. Sure. It's always love. Like, and I don't know, I love friends like that can, you know what I'm saying? Because that's iron and sharpening iron. And you know, if a person love you, it's coming from a place of love.
Yeah.
You know,
because if a person don't really care, let's just like keep it real, they can just bow out gracefully.
Yeah.
Like, wait, I ain't even got, ooh, did she just, she coming at me like, noted. Yeah. Now, I'm like that now. I noted because I'm not gonna forget that. You got the tendency to talk out the side of your neck to people, and I ain't never talked to you like that, and you know that's not even my character.
Right.
So noted, because I'm either not gonna talk to you no more, or if I care about you enough, I'm gonna pull you to the side on that conversation.
Yeah,
for sure. Because before we go though, I want to talk about work boundaries. Ooh. Because people like, and I guess a lot of people probably like, well, how do you have boundaries? How do you set boundaries at work and still protect your job? First things first, do what they pay you to do.
Absolutely.
All that, we would love it if you could. And it would be so great if you could. Oh, it would be nice if you could. And it would be nice if y'all was paying me to do that. And because y'all not,
then I can't stay. Because what ended up happening, that nice side of you, that but because I love my job so much, I really don't be mad in doing it.
They'll use you.
Yeah, they'll use you up, and then you become burnt out.
Yeah,
now you don't like them no more. You don't like the job no more, and this ain't even your passion no more.
Right.
You used to love decorating classrooms, and now that they like your classroom, you done decorated the whole second grade hallway. How? By yourself.
Yeah.
But you was nice.
You kept saying, "Don't be a yes man. You can't be a yes man."
So no, I can't stay. When you can't stay, you can't stay.
Listen,
when you can't come early, you can't come early.
It's
okay.
They just told me about this. Some of my coworkers, because I am going to say no.
Period.
My Miss Kim, shout out Miss Kim. This shit was so funny. She say, "Rhonda," they call me Rhonda at work. You know, it's work and shit.
That's
Rhonda,
government name.
You gonna say what you know, what you are, ain't gonna do. We was in a meeting one day, and they came with some pure bullshit, something super last minute, and they think they gonna make you do it. I unmuted myself. It was a Teams meeting. I said, "Okay, I just need to know the procedure about getting rolled up, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not doing that, because this is something you should have told me."
I'm the first one to pull out a job description
at the beginning, because this the thing. Like my homegirl Sharon say, I was looking for a motherfucking job when I found this one. It's a job, and y'all not gonna make me overextend. I'm gonna do what y'all asking me to do. Okay, I'm gonna do that. But when you come with some bullshit, I'm going to say no.
No.
And if you want to write me up, that's fine.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I was doing my job up until this point.
Yeah.
So you know you really can't.
Yeah.
And I can tell you no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah.
Because this is
your
mistake.
People think that because it's a job or you got some type of superior or something like that, like you don't have no boundaries, and you can't put no boundaries in place for yourself on your job or with these people. And yes, you can.
Yeah, I lock my office from time. People, man, Ashlyn, and tell you, she work with me. Shout out Ashlyn.
Hey, Ashlyn.
She be like, "Girl, these kids be knocking down your door." I be in there, but I don't be feeling peoply, and I cannot help you if I can't help myself first. Yep. So I have to set that boundary. I'm going to lock myself in my office. I'm going to do that because I need to do that for me. I have to do that for me. So, and that's okay to do that. Yes. I feel like it's okay. Like, we got to learn that this shit is it's a million jobs that exist.
It is.
And if you don't like what you're doing,
or how they make you feel,
you can find you something else to do. Never stay somewhere for the money. I did that before and I got fired because I was scared. I was living in the scarcity mindset. One
of the best ways to start depression.
Yeah.
Like I was living somewhere every day and you can't be happy being there. You got to be there more hours than you got to be anywhere else in your life.
It's a scarcity mindset. So you stay there. Where
go? Turning on a do not disturb on your phone is a boundary. And it took me a long time to do that and be okay with
you,
it.
Shannon.
I don't use my do not disturb, but my phone, when I'm at home, I'm definitely old school.
D&D.
So my phone is what my phone is.
Yeah.
If I leave my phone upstairs and I go clean the kitchen,
Nika ain't gonna pick that phone up.
And it's so frustrating.
Look at me. Nika is not gonna pick that motherfucking phone up.
Because it's where it's at. And now Meme is in her technology phase. I really ain't getting no phone calls. But you know what? We have to be okay with, like, think about it back in the day. And I think I just read something on Facebook, social media. Y'all know this, where we find most of our information.
Yeah.
Where it was saying, though, like, basically what Shannon is saying, like, the phone, I shared it too. But it's basically saying that you back in the day, like
you was gone for hours. I just saw that. We was gone all day.
Yeah,
motherfuckers did not have. You didn't have access to you.
So if I miss your call or I don't answer,
I answered the answer machine.
The answer machine and voicemail still work the same in 2024. We just not on there leaving you a message to leave us a message, but you could just leave a message. But I don't know what it is about society now and our direct connection to people and how we could just be connected to them, that when a person missed a call or they don't call you, it's an offense. Like the person is offended because you didn't answer the phone for them, or because you didn't call them back, or you don't call them at all. Like, I don't know. But what is that? Like, and why do y'all do that? Look at me saying y'all.
Like big,
because I don't do that.
I'm not gonna do that.
Why do people do that?
But like Big D said earlier, the entitlement is crazy.
The
entitlement is at the audacity and entitlement is at an all-time fucking high.
Wow.
Like I don't owe. That's what we have. My grandma, shout out Big Ann. Remember Big Ann? My girl. My grandma used to say, the world don't owe you shit. Nobody owes you
nothing.
Nobody owe you nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing we have to realize. Like, just because you're loyal don't mean somebody gonna be loyal to you. Just because you're this type of person don't mean that somebody gonna be that type of person to you. And that's something that has to do with detachment. Mm-hmm. You gotta learn the art of detachment is one of the most valuable things. We talked about this last night. And that's the boundary thing. When you learn to detach, you can set boundaries for yourself. Because you're not attached to outcomes. You're not attached to how people are going to feel about you saying or doing what you're doing. You got to learn.
I used to be so terrible. Like, I literally, and it's probably going to be like, Nanika is lying. Y'all, I used to overthink everything. Because I still do a little bit, but I'm saying even like in regards to myself, like if people gonna look at me like, well, what are they thinking, or what they gonna say about my outfit? Like I swear to you, like, and I don't know, it used to haunt me. Mm-hmm. So to be like totally free from that, like I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody think. I don't know where that comes from though. Like in your childhood, where, and I honestly, I think it's because there's so many judgy adults.
It is.
And I try so hard not to be a judgy adult over kids. Why are we judging kids? When you are the blueprint.
Right. Kids live what they learn.
They learn. So you either going to see what the kids going through and you're going to take what you know and you're going to help them.
Yeah.
Or just shut the hell up. Like, why are we judging children? But I think that was my thing. A lot of adults that I was around, and I'm not gonna say in particular to my family because nope, but just like it could be like their friends or like friends of our family. You know, we got a big family on both all sides, so it's just we grew up around a lot of people all the time, and like, or maybe a person didn't say nothing. It'd be the looks, and to the point I'm a look person, and my friends check me in a minute and be like, Nika, fix your face. And let me just say this, and maybe these adults weren't being judgy with kids or looking at them funny. Some of them probably was. But for me, a lot of times I'm in my head. So, and it'd be like, yeah, because she'd be looking at people. I just say, hey, I promise y'all, or I'm going to say, hey to you. I am a lover of people. Like, I'm not a mean person. You got to really mess over me or do something stupid for me to be like, or look at you dirty.
And even then, Nika still give you
the benefit of the doubt. Yeah. So if you see my face, I'm probably in my own head about some personal shit, and that's something I'm working on. But I'm never a person like look at people dirty, because that's my soft spot for people. Like, you never know what a person going through.
Absolutely.
So I never want nobody to feel like that.
Absolutely.
But I'm telling you, it's some adults that used to look at me a certain way that made me want to slap the shit out of them. And I was a kid.
It's true, especially growing up in church. Ooh,
what time is it? Because this might be another. What time? This is a whole discussion by itself, because don't get me wrong. I've loved some people in the church, but it's a whole bunch of people that in the church that could have very well killed my relationship with God. Yeah. And that's a whole nother story.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I think all of the combination of all those things make you grow up, because nobody teaches you how to have boundaries. You're not watching your parents have boundaries. You're not watching nobody in your life have boundaries. So it's like, shit, you on your own. It's on the job training, low key. You just get to a point where you be like, fuck this shit. This don't feel good.
Yeah. And that's what it is. Getting in tune with yourself.
Absolutely.
So that you can know what feels good and what does not feel good.
Yes.
And those things that do not make you feel good, you got to start addressing that stuff.
Yeah. I'm going to tell a motherfucker in a minute, wait a second. I don't like, even on the phone.
Yeah.
If somebody talking to me, now listen, I'm going to let people vent. You know, I'm good about letting people vent. But if you vent to me, this the third time we done talked about this shit, I'm going to pause you. And I'm going to say, wait. Do you feel good telling me this?
For real.
Because I don't feel good
listening.
hearing that shit. Like, this is the third time we didn't talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm sorry. I can't keep
I don't even really know what other advice to give.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now you got to figure. That's I do this to motherfucker. My encouragement, Pat. You'll figure it out.
That means you on your own.
You figure. I'm done now.
And
You'll
I pray
figure it
for
out.
you that
Right.
you get what you need to get, but I can't do it.
I can't do it no
and
more.
The sad
and it's okay to feel like that.
Nobody.
Because you
Not
can't
even your own
force
kids.
nobody growth.
Yep.
You can't force that shit.
Think about grown adults. I mean, like adults that got grown kids.
Yeah.
I could. That's why I'm teaching my kids now, because I couldn't imagine them being grown. Jazz 18 now, but like grown. And I am literally sitting up carrying
fuck that.
everything that comes with them and their adult life.
That's too
from
much.
them and they own
and
issues
then your own
and now they got kids.
Oh
yeah. Mm-hmm. So we gotta learn this thing early.
I promise.
Because it'll take you out. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be your best self.
Absolutely. Face will tell before I do, even without.
Guess it's a Logan thing. It probably is. My auntie asked me like a few months ago. We was somewhere. She's like, "What's wrong with you?" Like, and immediately, because I realized I'm doing, I'm like nothing. Because I'm good.
Another show.
That church stuff. We ain't gonna go into that. We love y'all. We love God.
Right. It's all good.
We ain't talking about a business, but I got a business.
Okay, go.
We have
small business buzz.
Shannon got a business. Did we talk about Shannon? I don't think we
never talked about Shannon.
Peace Over Problems.
Yes.
It is a business that my friend started. She probably started this like over 5 years ago now. Mm-hmm. She got mugs, she got sweatshirts. Yeah. Her apparel is dope as hell. Yeah. She got hoodies and t-shirts. Anything you could ever think of that you want with Peace Over Problems. Like she does
and
it.
It's so good with the topic.
I believe it does.
Because I want peace
over problems. And so one way to do that is to set boundaries.
Absolutely.
I think she got an Etsy shop, but I'm gonna get her information this evening and then we'll share it on the page for this week. So if y'all want to get some Peace Over Problems merch, please feel free to do that. It's super nice. I need to get me some.
Absolutely.
But yeah. Oh, I'm not at home. But usually my glasses that I drink out of at home, my little goblets, they from Shannon.
Oh, that's dope. Mm-hmm. That's dope.
Mm-hmm. And I always think about it after, like, dang it, I forgot to say something about the glass. And I be on here drinking away.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right, guys. This was such a good convo tonight. You guys were super interactive. Please work on your boundaries. I know it's not an easy thing, but I promise
Learn to feel good about it.
And it's gonna feel you're gonna have some guilt associated with it. It's not. It's gonna feel uncomfortable, but that's the only way you grow. When you're uncomfortable, that means you're growing.
And people treat you way different.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
You're gonna feel so. I guess you go through a series of feelings because you are gonna feel guilt, and then you're gonna feel a little bit hurt because people start detaching themselves from you. You know what I'm saying? And then because you're human, I know me, I told y'all I'm an overthinker. I'll be like, well, was I wrong? Did I say it wrong? You know, type deal. But at the end of the day, when that shit come full circle, it feels good.
But that's why it's important to learn solitude. I promise you, the things that thank God, he's kept me, he taught me learning to do nothing. And that taught me to be in solitude within myself. Yeah. Solitude is not on the outside of you, it's within yourself. Mm-hmm. So because I was able to seek solitude within myself, God was able to show me like, hey, you need to do this. Hey, you need to cut this person off. Mm-hmm. You need to do this. Not even, do that. Yeah, like, and I'm telling you, my life is like,
that's good.
God is the greatest, y'all. Yeah, this was so good. We love
maybe we'll do this again soon. I can't tell y'all the next time y'all gonna see me on this couch.
Or on Nika's couch.
Yeah, I could say or on mine. So yeah, we'll keep y'all up to date. Yeah. We got some new stuff that we're working on. We're supposed to be doing Fun Friday. Is it Fun Fridays?
No, girl. What the fuck is it? School?
And you said that when I said that. My brain is just for kids.
After hours.
I told you because one of them sounded like we was on Girl 6, and I didn't want them to think that it was gonna be that.
We're after hours with the aunties. Game nights on Friday.
Yeah,
so
we're gonna do fun
after hours. Aunties sound like a porn.
Yeah, aunties after hours, and we didn't want y'all to think that y'all was gonna roll into anything different.
We're gonna be doing game nights on
some
Fridays.
Music.
Yeah,
we're gonna play games, have pajama nights and stuff. So y'all be ready to join in.
Yeah.
Maybe we could figure out how to bring people on and like chat with us and have fun with us on Fridays.
Yeah.
So that's something we working
y'all
on.
can ask us questions or talk about.
Don't forget to subscribe to YouTube.
Absolutely.
We are on there. It's Auntie OG's
podcast. Auntie OG podcast.
And then follow us on Instagram.
Yeah, same Instagram. Follow us. We trying to get our follow game.
Yeah. So we can do some giveaways.
Even though we be forgetting the same
giveaways.
Hell yeah. We still got merch coming. We still working on it.
We're gonna do all the fun stuff. Fridays we finna be doing mukbangs and all. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
So yeah. It was good talking to y'all. And start tomorrow. Start tonight. If you got kids or somebody in your house.
Episode 6.
Big GD. On them 6.
Nigga, you can't be gang banging on the podcast.
I'm sorry. Every time she say episode 6 today, I did that. So I kind of forgot you was
every
here.
Time. Nigga, we got it.
But you was ignoring. I was wondering why you wouldn't do it with me. Like,
nigga, we can't be. I got people that work with me on this phone. They gonna be like, oh,
we not really gang affiliated.
Run his folks.
No, we not really. The G is for Gary. Okay.
The G for Gary for sure.
Yeah.
All right, we love y'all. This was great.
It was. We had fun. Love y'all. See y'all next time from the Aunties. Bye.